In today's fast-paced world, overstimulation has become a common occurrence. With constant access to technology and an endless stream of information and entertainment at our fingertips, it's no wonder that people are talking about the negative effects it can have on their relationships. From scrolling mindlessly through social media to being constantly connected to work, the constant stimulation of our brains is taking a toll on our ability to form and maintain meaningful connections with others. But why are people talking about overstimulation now more than ever? And how is it truly impacting our lives and relationships? Let's take a deeper look at the hidden cost of modern life and how overstimulation may be ruining your relationships. The rise of overstimulation. In our ever-evolving technological world, overstimulation has reached unprecedented levels. The rise of overstimulation can be attributed to several factors, one being the constant access to technology. Smartphones, tablets, and laptops have become an integral part of our lives, allowing us to be constantly connected and bombarded with information and entertainment. This constant stimulation can lead to a sense of overwhelm, making it difficult for us to truly disconnect and relax. Another contributing factor to the rise of overstimulation is the increasing demands of modern life. The pressure to be constantly productive, successful, and available can lead to a never-ending cycle of work and stress. With the rise of remote work and flexible schedules, it can be challenging to establish clear boundaries between work and personal life, further exacerbating feelings of overstimulation. The rise of social media has also played a significant role in the increase of overstimulation. Platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter provide us with a constant stream of information, updates, and notifications. The need to constantly stay connected and up-to-date can leave us feeling overwhelmed and drained. Furthermore, the rise of overstimulation can be attributed to the consumerist nature of our society. We are constantly bombarded with advertisements, marketing campaigns, and messages encouraging us to buy, consume, and strive for more. This constant push for more can leave us feeling unsatisfied and always searching for the next best thing. The rise of overstimulation has had a profound impact on our ability to focus, concentrate, and engage in deep, meaningful conversations. We have become accustomed to instant gratification and quick fixes, making it difficult for us to invest time and effort into nurturing our relationships. As a result, our connections with others may suffer, leading to feelings of isolation, loneliness, and disconnection. What happens to your brain when you mindlessly scroll? In today's digital age, mindlessly scrolling through social media has become a common pastime for many of us. Whether it's a quick scroll during our morning coffee or a late-night binge session, the allure of endless updates, photos, and videos is hard to resist. But have you ever wondered what actually happens to your brain when you mindlessly scroll? When we engage in mindless scrolling, our brains enter a state of passive consumption. Instead of actively engaging with the content we're consuming, we're simply allowing it to wash over us. This passive state can lead to a number of negative effects on our brains and mental well-being. One of the main consequences of mindless scrolling is a decrease in attention span. The constant barrage of information and stimuli makes it difficult for our brains to focus on one thing for an extended period of time. We become accustomed to short bursts of content, often accompanied by eye-catching visuals or clickbait headlines. As a result, our ability to concentrate on complex tasks or engage in deep, meaningful conversations may suffer. Mindless scrolling also affects our memory. When we mindlessly consume information, we don't give our brains enough time to process and store it properly. This can lead to difficulty in recalling details or retaining important information. We may find ourselves forgetting what we just read or losing track of conversations due to the constant stream of distractions. Furthermore, mindless scrolling can have a negative impact on our emotional well-being. Studies have shown that excessive social media use is associated with higher levels of anxiety, depression, and loneliness. Seeing curated highlight reels of other people's lives can lead to feelings of inadequacy and FOMO, fear of missing out. The constant comparison to others can leave us feeling discontent and unsatisfied with our own lives. In addition to these mental effects, mindless scrolling can also have physical consequences. The blue light emitted by our devices can disrupt our sleep patterns and negatively impact our overall sleep quality. This can lead to daytime fatigue, decreased productivity, and a higher risk of developing various health issues. Overall, mindlessly scrolling through social media may seem harmless at first, but it can have significant negative effects on our brains and well-being. It's important to be mindful of our online habits and take regular breaks from the digital world to give our brains a chance to rest and recharge. The impact of overstimulation on relationships. In today's fast-paced, overstimulated world, our relationships are paying a hidden cost. The constant bombardment of technology, information, and entertainment is taking a toll on our ability to connect with others on a meaningful level. The impact of overstimulation on relationships cannot be understated. One of the main ways overstimulation affects relationships is by causing a lack of presence and attention. When our minds are constantly stimulated and distracted, it becomes challenging to truly be present with our loved ones. We may find ourselves physically present, but mentally absent, checking our phones or daydreaming instead of actively engaging in the conversation or experience. This can lead to feelings of disconnection and neglect in our relationships. Additionally, overstimulation can result in decreased empathy and understanding towards our partners or friends. When our brains are constantly overwhelmed with information and stimulation, it becomes difficult to truly listen and empathize with others. We may struggle to put ourselves in their shoes or offer support and comfort when they need it most. This lack of empathy can strain relationships and make it harder to maintain a strong emotional connection. Overstimulation can also lead to increased irritability and impatience in relationships. When we are constantly bombarded with stimuli, our stress levels can rise, making us more likely to snap or react negatively to small issues. This can create tension and conflict within relationships, making it harder to resolve conflicts and maintain a peaceful and harmonious environment. Lastly, overstimulation can lead to a lack of quality time and intimacy. With the constant demand for our attention and the never-ending stream of entertainment and work, it can be challenging to carve out time for meaningful connection with our partners. We may find ourselves prioritizing screens over face-to-face interactions or feeling too exhausted to engage in intimate moments. This lack of quality time and intimacy can leave relationships feeling shallow and unfulfilled. Symptoms of overstimulation to look out for. As our world becomes increasingly fast-paced and overloaded with information and stimuli, it's important to be aware of the symptoms of overstimulation. Recognizing these signs can help us take proactive steps to combat the negative effects and improve our well-being and relationships. One common symptom of overstimulation is fatigue and exhaustion. Constant exposure to screens and the demands of modern life can leave us feeling drained and lacking energy. We may find ourselves constantly tired, even after a full night's sleep, and struggling to find motivation or enthusiasm for activities we once enjoyed. This fatigue can impact our relationships as we may lack the energy to engage fully with our loved ones. Another symptom to watch out for is difficulty concentrating and focusing. Overstimulation can lead to a scattered and distracted mind, making it challenging to stay on task or engage in deep, meaningful conversations. We may find ourselves easily distracted by notifications, unable to complete tasks without interruptions, or struggling to retain information due to an overwhelmed brain. Heightened levels of stress and anxiety are also common symptoms of overstimulation. The constant barrage of information and demands can leave us feeling overwhelmed and on edge. We may experience racing thoughts, increased irritability, and a constant sense of unease. These elevated stress levels can negatively impact our relationships, causing tension and conflict. Another symptom of overstimulation is a decreased sense of enjoyment and satisfaction. When our brains are constantly seeking the next form of stimulation, we may find it difficult to fully appreciate and enjoy the present moment. Activities that once brought us joy may feel less fulfilling, leading to feelings of dissatisfaction and restlessness. Lastly, a loss of connection and emotional numbness can be signs of overstimulation. When we are constantly bombarded with stimuli, it can be challenging to connect with our own emotions and the emotions of others. We may feel detached or disconnected from ourselves and struggle to empathize or relate to the experiences of our loved ones. By recognizing these symptoms of overstimulation, we can take steps to combat its negative effects on our lives and relationships. It's essential to create boundaries with technology, prioritize self-care and relaxation, and cultivate meaningful connections with others. By taking control of our overstimulated lives, we can restore balance, improve our well-being, and nurture healthier relationships. Ways to combat overstimulation and improve your life. Living in an overstimulated world can take a toll on our well-being and relationships, but there are ways we can combat it and improve our lives. Here are some strategies to help you navigate the constant barrage of technology, information, and demands, and find balance in your daily life. First and foremost, it's important to establish boundaries with technology. Set aside designated times to check your phone or engage with social media, and make a conscious effort to disconnect during certain parts of the day. Consider implementing tech-free zones in your home, or designated unplugged days where you prioritize spending quality time with loved ones without the distractions of screens. By creating these boundaries, you can reclaim your time and attention and foster deeper connections with those around you. In addition to setting boundaries with technology, prioritize self-care and relaxation. Carve out time in your day for activities that help you unwind and recharge. This could include practicing mindfulness or meditation, engaging in hobbies that bring you joy, spending time in nature, or engaging in physical activity. By prioritizing self-care, you can reduce stress levels, improve mental well-being, and approach your relationships with a greater sense of calm and presence. Another way to combat overstimulation is to practice active listening and empathy in your relationships. Put away distractions when engaging with loved ones, and make a conscious effort to truly listen and understand their experiences and emotions. Show genuine interest in their lives, ask open-ended questions, and validate their feelings. By cultivating deeper connections through active listening and empathy, you can strengthen your relationships and create a safe space for open communication and emotional support. Lastly, consider incorporating mindfulness practices into your daily routine. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the current moment, without judgment or attachment. This can help counteract the scattered and distracted state of overstimulation. Practice mindfulness during everyday activities such as eating, walking, or having conversations. Take a moment to fully engage with your senses and the experience at hand. By cultivating mindfulness, you can increase your ability to focus, reduce stress, and foster more meaningful connections with others. By implementing these strategies to combat overstimulation, you can reclaim control over your life and relationships. Remember, it's not about completely eliminating technology or stimuli, but rather finding a healthy balance that allows you to connect with others on a deeper level and prioritize your own well-being. With conscious effort and intention, you can navigate the overstimulated world we live in and build stronger, more fulfilling relationships. Thanks for watching. Like and